What a heartbreaking turn of events for the San Francisco 49ers. Just when we thought our offensive line was solid, we get news of a devastating injury that could change everything. Is this the end of an era for one of our key players? Stick around as we dive into the implications of this injury and what it means for our future. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for all the latest updates on your 49ers. Aaron Banks may have just played his final game with the San Francisco 49ers after suffering an MCL injury in that tough loss against the Dolphins. It's heartbreaking to think about, especially considering the impact he's had on the team since being drafted in the second round back in 2021. Right now, we're all waiting to hear the results of his MRI, but the outlook isn't promising. It looks like he could be sidelined for the last 2 games of the season, and with him hitting unrestricted free agency, it feels like a chapter is closing. Now let's be real, this isn't just about Banks. The 49ers have a lot on their plate this offseason. With key players like Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, and Charvarius Ward needing to be re-signed, the front office has some tough decisions ahead. And don't forget about Brock Purdy, who might be due for a massive multi-year extension. In this crowded scenario, it's hard to see how Banks fits in the future plans of the team, especially with his recent struggles. Since stepping into the starting role, Banks has shown flashes of potential, but injuries and inconsistency have plagued his time on the field. Just recently, he missed 2 games due to a concussion, and in his absence, Ben Bartch stepped up and arguably provided a better performance. After that, Spencer Burford came in and continued the trend, showing that the 49ers might not miss a beat without Banks. That's got to sting for him, and it raises the question: how much longer will the team hold on to him if they can find a capable replacement? Looking forward, it's likely the 49ers will target a guard early in the draft. We saw them strike gold with Dominic Pooney this past year, and I think they'll aim for another solid pick to shore up that offensive line. But here's where it gets tricky. Are we willing to let go of a player who, at one point, held so much promise? I mean, you have to wonder if this is the right decision. I'm honestly torn. On one hand, it makes sense to move on if we can get someone who can deliver consistently. On the other, it's hard to give up on a guy who was once thought to be a cornerstone of our line. This is a pivotal moment for the 49ers, and the decisions made in the coming months will shape the future of our team. We're all hoping for a playoff run, but the reality is that every choice counts. It's about building a roster that can compete at the highest level, and sometimes that means making tough calls. But, as fans, we also have to ask ourselves, what does this mean for our chances next season? Are we setting ourselves up for success, or are we just filling gaps? And I want to hear from you. What do you think about the potential departure of Aaron Banks? Is this the right call for the 49ers, or do you think we should give him another shot? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I truly want to know how you feel about this situation. Your insights are valuable, and together we can navigate the ups and downs of being a 49ers fan. The San Francisco 49ers faced a tough defeat against the Miami Dolphins, dropping their record to 6-9 after a 29-17 loss in Week 16. Now, the question on every fan's mind is, what does this mean for our team moving forward? Pro Football Focus has released their player grades and snap counts, so let's dive into who stood out and who still needs to step up. Starting with the offense, Deebo Samuel absolutely shined with an impressive grade of 89.4, playing 53 snaps. This was his best performance of the season, catching 7 passes for 96 yards and a touchdown. It was a much-needed boost, especially since it marked his first touchdown since October. He also contributed with 25 rushing yards, totaling 121 yards from scrimmage. You have to wonder, is this the spark that will reignite his season? I'm personally thrilled to see him back in form, but I'm curious how sustainable this will be for the rest of the year. Eric Sauber also made his mark, scoring his first touchdown of the season and earning a solid grade of 81.3. Meanwhile, George Kittle continues to prove why he's one of the league's elite tight ends, racking up 8 catches for 106 yards, his 3rd game with over 100 receiving yards this season. Kittle is now just 33 yards shy of a 1,000-yard season, which is a remarkable achievement. Could this be the year he hits that milestone? I think he's definitely on track, and it's exciting to think about. Now let's talk about Brock Purdy. He completed 26 of 40 passes for 313 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception, earning a grade of 71.5. While he had a strong showing overall, especially when operating from a clean pocket, his performance under pressure was concerning. With a grade of just 48.2 when pressured, it raises an important question. Can he handle the heat when it counts the most? I'm divided on this because while he shows flashes of brilliance, we need him to be more consistent. What do you think? Is he the guy we can trust in high-pressure situations? Dominic Pooney, the rookie right guard, rounded out our top offensive performers with a grade of 69.5. He allowed 2 pressures, but had the highest run-blocking grade on the team. It's promising to see young talent like him stepping up, but how will he continue to develop as the season progresses? On the defensive side, D. Winters really took advantage of his opportunity, stepping in for the injured Dre Greenlaw. He earned a fantastic defensive grade of 83.9 and made 8 tackles. That's a career high for him. His coverage grade was impressive as well, coming in at 84.0. This makes me wonder, could we have a new defensive star in the making? Nick Bosa and Yetur Gross-Matos both registered 2 pressures, showing they can still be impactful. Bosa also had the best run defense grade on the team, but we need him to elevate his game even further as we look to finish the season strong. However, not everyone had a great day on the field. Patrick Taylor struggled on offense, earning a low grade of 45.4, and Jake Brendel wasn't much better at 48.7. On defense, Evan Anderson and Dre Greenlaw also had disappointing performances. The question now is, how do we fix these issues before it's too late? Looking ahead, these performances will be crucial as we head into the final stretch of the season. Can we rally together and turn this ship around? I believe we have the talent, but execution will be key. And you? What do you think? Are these players capable of stepping up when it matters most? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like this video, share it with fellow 49ers fans, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Let's keep the conversation going, and as always, go Niners.